Hello TikTok, hello YouTube. Welcome to the stream. I've never multi-streamed on both TikTok and YouTube at the same time. So this might take me a couple minutes to figure it out, but bear with me guys, okay? Let's have a look in the live chat, guys. Okay, I see people coming in on TikTok. Okay, there we go. And YouTube as well. Welcome to the stream, guys. Let me put on some music, okay, guys? We're going to be doing a half-an-hour stream today. Poppy Playtime, welcome to the stream. Yes, I can see this. Welcome to the stream, guys. It is a good day. It is a Monday, the 5th of January. It was a snow day where I live. Everywhere was covered in snow. But yeah, we're streaming today, guys. We're going to be playing the next update of Restaurant Tycoon 3. And we're going to be showing you what new features are coming soon, okay? Now, I just need to move around my windows a bit so that I can see the chat at the same time that I play. So, bear with me, guys. Okay, TikTok should be sorted. YouTube, you're probably still seeing the windows a bit weird. Let's see. Let's fix the size of this window, guys, so we can get on with the gameplay, answer your questions in the chat, and then we will be ready, guys. Okay, I think we're ready. You guys will need to let me know in the chat, okay, if there's anything wrong with the audio or with the video, guys. You shall let me know. But I can now see chat on both YouTube and TikTok at the same time, and I'm going to be answering your questions while I'm going to be leaking some updates, okay, guys? Let's give some shout outs to some of the people interacting right now. We have Eloise in the chat, we have Dasmorphic Knight, Timur Ruplay, Maria Chuckin, Alfie Smith, Lost for Life, Lent Pro, Jenny Plays, Alfie Smith, Jenny Flame. Welcome to the stream, guys. We have Anzu. And it seems like you guys are all ready for some streaming action right now. So let me open up my restaurant. We are going to be talking to Chef Luigi, and in a minute I will be showing you guys about the Sushi update, which is a new update which is coming this Friday, guys. Vortrexis says hi from Middlesbrough, UK. Shout out Vortrexis, thank you for joining the stream. RC3 Facts has stopped spamming useless things. RC3 Fact is a long time fan of the stream, also welcome back. We have a what's up from Australia. I don't even know what time it is in Australia right now, but we love to see it, guys. Emirati Mapper says, Ultraw, if I give you some coins, can I have some money in Restaurant Tycoon 3? No, unfortunately, guys, I can't give anything away if you give some coins in the TikTok live stream. Feel free to gift, but there won't be anything in return. I don't make much money from live streaming, I just do it for fun. But all gifts are appreciated, of course. Now, Lost for Life says, Ultraw, will you add delivery? And yes, almost certainly we will add delivery to all these houses around the map. We are definitely going to do that. We need to fix the some spamming in the chat, guys. I need some mods or something right now, because people are spamming their questions. Right. Let's see. Jelly Flame says, "You made my childhood. I have been in about every update of your game. Thank you for the support, Jenny. That means so much." JM says, "Bro, can you add a feature that we can drive around the map?" I think we will eventually. You see all these beautiful roads ready for driving, but right now all you can do is sprint around them like you're running around an F1 track. And we don't want that. We want to add cars eventually. But, you know, it might take us a couple months. Let's see. Pengu says, "I accidentally bought a Game Pass by accident. Can I get a refund?" Usually we can't, because there's a few different screens you have to go through to buy the Game Pass. And unfortunately, Roblox doesn't give us a way to like automatically refund it. If they had a button for that, that would be so useful, but they don't, unfortunately. Snorlax Spots says, "Ultraw, can you add templates that the players make, because I have no creativity?" Yeah, let me show you guys. So, outside IKEA, he's not in this build of the game, but in Restaurant Tycoon 3, if you go outside IKEA, there is an NPC called Demolition Dave. And right now, he can just demolish your restaurant, but eventually, he's also going to be able to like rebuild an entire new restaurant for you guys. So yeah, that should be pretty cool when that comes around. I'm going to try, guys, to get some slow mode into the TikTok chat, especially. Thank you for the 2 diamonds. Let's see. I actually have no idea how to add a slow mode onto the TikTok live. I see a lot of spamming, but please, guys, please just keep it easy, okay? The more that people spam, the more questions that I won't be able to answer, okay? So just keep it easy in the chat, guys. Marshmallow Foxy YouTube says, "Yo, what's up, bro? I just gotta say, I'm really enjoying Restaurant Tycoon 3. Where did that post? I'm not I'm not very good at this, guys. I've lost the message that I was just reading out. Sick on posting says, "Hey Ultra, I'm a very fan. Can you send me a greeting in Spanish? Hola Martin. ¿Qué tal? Gracias." Foot Soldier says, "Ultra, I'm a fan of Restaurant Tycoon 3. Thank you so much for the support." Right, guys, now I think it's the time that I'm going to start showing you guys a preview of the Sushi update, which is coming this Friday, okay? So, I've just run this admin command to start the update. Now, in build mode, I can now get the sushi stand. I'm just going to place it outside right here. And then, if you go into the sushi stand like this, you can create your own sushi, guys. So I'm going to start with some seaweed, some rice. Let's go tuna and salmon and avocado and cucumber. That's kind of healthy but also fishy roll. I'm just gonna call it California roll. And then, as you can see, guys, it is now right there, my lovely menu in my specials. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of what the sushi update is going to be like. And also, if you go over here to the fishmonger, there is now like a whole interior to the fishmonger. So there used to be just a fisherman standing outside, but now you can go inside. You can see all this lovely decoration. You can create your own sushi over here. Or you can speak to the fishmonger. And we can have a nice time, guys. Right, let's go back to the Tycoon and let's answer some more questions from the chat. Let's see. Just Gabia says, can you add reserved seats for people like VIPs or just normal people? Yeah, that's a great idea, to be honest. It was in Restaurant Tycoon 2, but we haven't added it to Restaurant Tycoon 3 yet. But it's definitely in our plans, so I would stay tuned for that. Leslie on TikTok says, I like your voice. Thank you so much. I was born with it. It is my British accent. Thank you for that. Cyclone says, can you send greetings again? It is just after I stopped recording. Hola, Martin. Hola. En español. Pemo2404 says, I have never had sushi, so it's going to be fun making sushi. You know what? I know a lot of people have never had sushi, but one of the reasons we wanted to add it, guys, is because sushi was never in Restaurant Tycoon 2, so it's like brand new for Restaurant Tycoon 3. So we want to add like more of those updates that are like completely brand new. And I know a lot of people might never have tried sushi in their life, but you know, maybe this could be an opportunity for people to try sushi for the very first time. Cyclone, I've already given you the 2 shout-outs in Spanish. So that'll be it, unfortunately. Orikins says, will Game Pass disabling be improved? Yeah, send your suggestions. We have a Discord server. I know you're already in it, but for anyone else who's not in our Discord server, that's the best place for suggestions and things like that. Will I Am says, you need to add synthwave music. Yeah, I love synthwave music actually. Like that 80s vibe, the bass lines. Right now, yeah, we have these 10, but no synthwave, so thank you for the suggestion. Guji says, or Gyujanu says, when's the pizza stand coming out? It will be after the sushi stand. So this one's this month, and then maybe next month we can think about adding another stand. This customer right here just ordered a California roll. So we shall see what it looks like when they go ahead and eat it right now. Triple sushi, California rolls. There we go. So that's how the update works. Marushki on TikTok says, can you make the customers use the bathroom? This is probably the most requested comment we get on all of my TikTok videos. Everyone's just wanting the customers to use the bathroom. So I guess we'll have to add it, right, guys? If it's the most requested feature. Let's see. Isaac says, can you add basements? Basements might be tricky, because we obviously have this system where you can build water and things like that. So I think it's probably more likely that we add more upward floors than it is downward. Artie says, yo Ultraw, what's good? It's a good day. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to do some streaming. It's the first time I've ever streamed on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. So that's good, I suppose. Alan says, can you add food trucks? Yeah, another one that's certainly planned for the future. Monkey says, add voice chat. You guys think voice chat would be good in Restaurant Tycoon or not? I'm not quite sure. I'm really not quite sure. Sweet Chiro says, yes, voice chat. Okay, if you guys want it, we can consider it. I don't know though, guys. Is voice chat a good idea? Really? Jakob says, where are you from? I'm from a place called the Isle of Man. Which is it's a small island near Great Britain. Damien says, Ultraw. What is Clone Tycoon 3? Clone Tycoon 3? I can't give any details on that, unfortunately. You know. I love still making tycoons though. I'm never gonna stop, I promise. Pescaolco says, can you add more music on the discs? Yes, that's been requested before in the chat, actually. So yeah, seems a lot of people want music today, guys. Pedro says, can you create a system where I don't have to keep logging in and out of the game to place restaurants? Oh, so like switching between restaurants. What you can do is you can press the settings in the bottom right, you can press main menu, and then you can go and select another restaurant. That's probably the easiest way. It probably only takes about 10 seconds. So if you didn't know that, then there you go. It's also snowing because we forgot to remove the snow. Even though even though it's not winter, well, it's not winter map anymore, guys. The snow is still happening, so that's a bug that we'll have to fix soon. The CEO team says, guys, please stop spamming. There are so many comments on TikTok right now. Your TikTok is definitely beating YouTube in terms of comment activity, so I do thank you. TikTok is definitely winning the battle right now for most questions, but yeah, please don't spam, guys. LJV Film says, add a new map. That's interesting. No one's really asked for a new map, but maybe we could have like a new map every year. Because yeah, maybe this map might get boring after a while, guys. Jakob, please stop spamming. I did already answer your question. If you didn't hear it, you can always go to my YouTube afterwards, and the VOD for this stream should be available to watch all the way through. So that's also an option if you didn't hear my answer to your question. Isaac says, can you add a super rare Ultraw customer? That would be really fun, wouldn't it? To be honest, I don't know if that many people, you know, just like random players, if they actually know what Ultraw is, or if they'd just be confused. Who knows? Megan, thank you for the question. Welcome to the stream. It says, will you add the ability to place walls at any height like you can do on the ground floor? Interesting. So, if you guys didn't know, you can go to walls like this. Or, let's see. Yeah, there's a custom height wall right here, guys. So you can change the height to like 4, for example. See the right-hand side of my screen, but there is an item in build mode called custom height wall. And then there's a slider, and you can set the height of the wall. So like this height is 4, and then this is 7. And I believe you can even place like windows in the custom height walls and like build some cool things like this. Anzu says, Ultraw, are you on Insta? Yes, I think it's the same username as my TikTok, so it's ultraw.games. Ads, I post like stories there and videos every week, or most days actually. I post shorts to various platforms. The real RC3 fact says TikTok chat is so annoying, so I'll be here instead. Yeah, okay, maybe YouTube chat is calmer, but TikTok chat is definitely winning the comment battle right now, guys. Revo Prince says, I love your eyes. Thank you very much. They're blue, just like the restaurant Tycoon logo. Adamari says, more servers, please. Yeah, we're definitely thinking about that. 'Cause I know how highly requested that is as well. Milan says, can you add cars? And the cars can enter your drive-through. That would be really cool, actually, wouldn't it? What if you could drive your own car around the map and drive into someone else's drive-through? Right, we're going to use a command. I think set weather. Or set weather sun. Let's do that. Okay, now we don't have the snow annoying us anymore, guys. Mango Thunder says, add more Brazilian food. We only have 5 foods. Interesting. I've never really had Brazilian food in real life. I've never been to a Brazilian restaurant. So I kind of need to research it a bit more. And then maybe for sure we could add some more. Definitely not Alien says, could you add a better test version of the game? We probably won't do that because we do updates every single Friday. We're doing updates. We're going to do like 52 updates this year. That's the goal. Every single Friday. So the idea is that it comes out at the same time for everyone. And apart from the testers that we have in our Discord server, everyone will get it at the same time. Lucas, thank you for the question. It says, Ultraw, can you make a buffet platter? That would be really cool. Like, what if you could just go into build mode? You could search for buffet. You could build a buffet. And then you could, like, build a buffet all around your restaurant. Like, that's a really good idea, actually. Super Roblox Gaming on TikTok says, hey, Ultraw, can you add Canadian food like beaver tails or something else? No, I don't really know much about Canadian food, but beaver tails sounds whack. That sounds crazy. That's a crazy pull from Canada. I know we have like poutine. I think it's like chips, cheese, and gravy. So we have that, but we don't have many other Canadian foods. Seguindo says, can you add statues? Yeah, another one that's certainly planned. It was in Restaurant Tycoon 2, but so far hasn't made its appearance in Restaurant Tycoon 3. Right, guys, let's take Elijah's Santa hat off. Let's replace it with a Builder Brothers pizza hat. That's much better. LTV Film says, what if you add the most popular songs in that country? Unfortunately, we can't always add exactly what music we want because of like copyright and things like that. So we try to add the best music we can that we have permission to use. Luke the Rectangle says, can you add food from more countries? You suggest the food and we'll consider it. We've already had about 200 foods, which is a lot. So yeah, if you have any more ideas, you should suggest it. Gritty says, yo, Gritty, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. We appreciate it. Super Roblox Gaming says, Ultraw beaver tails isn't made of actual beavers. Okay, that's good to know. That's very good to know. That's a very important detail. And I think Canada should clarify that. Maybe on their flag, they should put like beaver tails isn't made of actual beavers. Because they really had me for a second. They really got me there. Comp Kitten says, are you the dev? Yeah. I am the developer of Restaurant Tycoon 1, 2, and 3. You know what I was thinking this morning, guys? It's almost been 10 years since we released Restaurant Tycoon 1, because that was in 2016. No, it was either in 2016 or 2017. I can't even remember, but it means that it's almost been 10 years, guys. And look at us, 10 years later. Thank you for the 117 diamonds on TikTok. That is insane. Yeah. Wow, guys. Thank you for the support. And thank you for the TikTok chat. You guys are very good with the questions. Peace says, cars for players hunting and a bar and the ability to play an instrument. You know what? I can almost guarantee you that this year we will add bands to Restaurant Tycoon 3, and it's actually something we've never done before, because in Restaurant Tycoon 2 you could just like sort of play music from your restaurant, but it never actually had bands, like live performances in your restaurant. And I think that would be so awesome, wouldn't it, guys? So instead of just background music, it's like right there. And Jakob says, do you earn real money from this game? Yes, whenever anyone buys a Game Pass or something like that, I get the Robux, and then I can turn that Robux back into money, and then that allows me to pay all like the developers of the game and things like that. So yeah, I'm running this as my business now. Dawn says, are we getting more decor? Yeah, almost certainly. We are doing weekly updates every single Friday, and a lot of those updates will have more furniture, more decorations for everyone to enjoy. And I think if you're particularly interested in decor, I would always make sure you check out what's in IKEA. Right now there's Christmas furniture here, but soon this will be rotated and there'll be more decor to buy. Super Roblox Gaming says, Ultraw Beaver Tails is a beaver-shaped cookie. No way, guys. I learned something new every day. I thought it was literally a beaver tail. He was like, add Canadian food, beaver tails. And I was like, that doesn't sound that great. But if it's a cookie, you know, maybe you've got my attention now, guys. Fabian says, tab question, how much earn graphic designer? We have a few different graphic designers for like thumbnails and icons and the images. So for example, this week we got someone to make all these lovely new icons for all the sushi ingredients. So yeah, I mean, it depends on who you work for, but graphic designers can earn quite a lot if they get the right jobs. Cookie says, make hosts so the servers don't have to sit guests. We might do, but there's also a way to already do this, guys. If you edit your worker, you press the roles button, and then if it's a server, you get the option to greet customers on, but leave everything else off. So that's like a pro tip in Restaurant Tycoon 3. You can actually manage the different worker roles. Orikins says, could we get some other game modes, maybe some sort of mini game where people sort of have to serve a number of customers in a certain amount of time? Yeah, it could be possible. I remember in Restaurant Tycoon 2, we had something like a happy hour, but it was very repetitive. It was the same every day. Maybe we could sort of gamify it a bit more, and maybe make it like a global competition between everyone in the world, like a global weekly competition or something like that. I think that would be really cool. Fabian says, your game is so good, I hope you get a Game of the Year. When are the Roblox Innovation Awards, guys? I think they're in September. maybe if we do weekly updates every week between now and September, we can get an innovation award. Who knows though? EE says, are you going to add presidents? Yes, I think so. I would love to add presidents. They're not going to be real presidents. We're not going to use the image of any political people, because that might land us in a little bit of controversy. But we're going to add, similar to Restaurant Tycoon 2, some just like quirky presidents that they might arrive in a helicopter, they might arrive in a limo, maybe even they could arrive on a massive yacht into the bay and then be like escorted all the way up the road in their huge limo. Who knows, guys? I like doing quirky stuff like that though. Alright, we are back. We are back. Thank you for the TikTok chat blowing up. You're definitely beating the YouTube chat, as I said before. And thank you for all the support, guys. Right, let's scroll down. Let's get going. I'm sorry, guys, if I can't answer all your questions. The TikTok chat in particular is going absolutely crazy, and there is too many questions to answer, and I'm so sorry, but I will try to answer as many as I can. So I'm going to lock in right now. I'm going to lock in for about 5 minutes and answer as many questions as I can. I am just going to leave my camera like this. On my restaurant. Yeah, I like that view. So I'm going to lock in and answer as many questions as I can. Okay, are we ready? First question is from Inns. It says, add a buffet stall, which you can place foods from your menu. How it will work, it will display food. So yeah, in Restaurant Tycoon 2, we had a food display stand, and we are planning to add similar to Restaurant Tycoon 3. Emmy says, can you add mukbangers? Yeah, I need to actually watch more videos of mukbangers because I don't even understand the whole concept yet. But I guess it's just a lot of people eating on the same table, right? But maybe we could add like a specific mukbang group and then like a whole reward for serving them or something like that. I would love to do that. Okay, Durr in the TikTok chat says, add more big windows and big doors. Love your game since Restaurant Tycoon 1. Thank you for the suggestion. I know people love to make their grand masterpieces. So that is actually a really good idea. Guznar says, add when you're digging you can select more ground. That would actually be a really, really good quality of life update. I definitely agree. BLTS says, what new update will you do for Restaurant Tycoon 3? This week it's going to be the sushi update, guys, so make sure to be playing on Friday when it comes out. You're going to be able to make your own sushi, as you can see right here, and this is like the first time that it's ever been shown on camera, so I'm kind of leaking it right now for you guys. Swunk says, will you please make a way to sell the entire plot to rebuild, please? Yes, if you go outside IKEA, there is now an NPC called Demolition Dave, and if you talk to him, he will demolish your entire plot. And soon there's going to be more templates there as well. Patricia loves Vocaloid says, will you add Manx food? Being Manx myself, I would love to add Manx food. You know, like chip cheese and gravy and queenies and stuff like that. Yeah, we love that around here. MLDS Blaze says, Ultraw, how to make a bell. Maybe, are you talking about like a bell in Restaurant Tycoon 3 that you can sort of place around in your restaurant and then ring it? Because, yeah, why not, I suppose? Why not? TCR says, could you add delivery back? Yes, almost certainly. Almost certainly. Fabian says, dear Ultraw, I loved Clone Tycoon 2. Please, please, I beg, do more updates. I would stay tuned. I think it's probably more likely that we'll do another game, like Clone Tycoon 3. Maybe, we'll see. Maybe next year, maybe this year. Who knows, guys? That will definitely be more likely than Clone Tycoon 2 updates, though. Emmy, thank you for the question. It says, for summer, you can add a pool update where customers can swim. That'd be so cool, actually. Imagine making a rooftop pool in Restaurant Tycoon 3. I would actually love that. I do love, like, pools and sunbathing myself, like. Yeah, we love that, guys. Right, I'm going to be on the stream for 5 more minutes. So, what you need to do is you need to make sure to go to Restaurant Tycoon 3 page. Go to the Sushi update, which is this Friday, and make sure you press the follow event button so you get notified exactly when it comes out. And also, make sure to follow us on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, what else? YouTube. And I want to thank you guys for, especially TikTok, for making this stream blow up right now, because yeah, we have had a lot of viewers on TikTok, more than YouTube. YouTube, you're a little bit of a disappointment today, but TikTok has been blowing up, guys. Right, let's lock in. Right, 5 more minutes. So let's say I'm gonna do 10 questions. I'm sorry, the chat's going so fast that it's gonna be hard for me to get to everyone, but let's lock in and do 10. Okay. First question is from Dur. It says, can you add more camera modes in build mode because it's harder to build, especially on mobile? Yeah, we could potentially add like a Welcome to Bloxburg style, like floating camera. That might actually be the best option. Second question is from Astral, and it says, will there ever be a resize tool to allow for more custom builds? There might be. It might be in the future, part of the Precision Build Game Pass, but it might be complicated to program, so I can't promise anything. Cyclone posting says, add more Chilean food. That's question 3. And Cyclone, if you suggest the food names, we can certainly consider them. Alright, guys. Okay, question 4 is from LJV Film. It says, make a beach Restaurant Tycoon, but put in Restaurant Tycoon 2. Do you mean like a beach plot? Because I think that would be really cool. Like if one of the plots all the way over here was like a restaurant on a beach, I think I would really love that. Let's see. 5th question is from Libs. Oh, where did it go? The chat's going so fast. Oh no, okay. Next quest. Add a kids menu and new customer, kids and baby, and include baby chair. That's a good suggestion. I would love to add babies and kids back to Restaurant Tycoon 3. We haven't done it yet, but we will do it soon. And I don't want to do exactly the same that we did in Restaurant Tycoon 2, because that would just be a bit boring. We want to like mix it up, I think. We want to mix it up a bit and do something different that we haven't done before. Let's see. Next question is from Mr. Pengy Peng, and it says, add an upgrade boost. You can pay 100 for a staff to become staff of the day, and it gives them a 50% speed boost. Now that is an idea I like. Like, what if you could just have like a wall somewhere over here? You could add a little poster and it would say employee of the day. That would actually be really, really cool. So yeah, thank you for the suggestion. Oh, this guy's looking cool. Is this like an unloaded texture, guys? I don't even know. But he's looking really cool. Okay, I think it's question 6 now. I'm gonna go up to 10 questions and I'm gonna end the stream, guys. So the 6th question is from Manchester City fan, and it says, when are the other stands coming? So the sushi stand is coming this Friday, so in 4 days time. And the other stand will be coming later this year. Maybe pizza in a couple months, you know, we'll see. Galaxy, this is the 7th question, guys. It says, make a franchise upgrade where you can expand your restaurant company and make more restaurants. We kind of added something similar to this where you can add your restaurant to a franchise and then it allows them to earn a little bit of money while you're offline. So if you haven't checked that one out, definitely check that out. Stiff Music says, Ultraw, are you looking for programmers, designers and project managers? At the moment, we aren't hiring anyone, but if you are interested, I would definitely join our Discord server if you want to stay up to date with any opportunities. Right, second to last question, guys. Let's make it a good one. Let's look in the TikTok chat. Let's see. Till Will, the double bill, in the TikTok chat says, could you add honey cake as a dessert? I have never heard of honey cake in my life. Is it a real thing? Is it a real dish? Does anyone know? Let's Google it. Honey cake. Honey cake in Restaurant Tycoon 3. Russian honey cake. Russian honey? Maybe it is a thing. I didn't know that. You learn something new every single day, guys. Thank you for the suggestion. Alright, and now, before we end the stream, it's time for the last question. So, the question is going to be from the TikTok chat, and it's going to be from let's make it a good one, guys. Let's make it a good last question. The chat is going crazy because everyone wants this last question. There's so many questions coming in. I'm trying to pick a really good question. Right, let's see. Emmy, you've been chosen. It says, can you add a bar where the barista can make cocktails? Now, unless we make an 18 plus version of Restaurant Tycoon, then we can't add cocktails. But what we could do is kind of like mocktails or like summer fruit smoothies or something like that. I would love to add something like that because we've currently got like a milkshake bar, we've got coffee bar and like a soft drinks station. But you know what would be cool? Like a mocktail bar. Like that would be so cool. Or like just like even a smoothie bar would be really cool, or like a slushy bar. Like honestly, I love all these different kinds of drinks. And yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you for so much support today. The stream has gone absolutely mad, especially the TikTok chat. It was going at like 1,000,000 miles an hour, guys. Can't even keep up with that. You know, I want to answer all your guys' questions, but there's just too many, and I'm so sorry. If you're interested in watching the whole stream, then the VOD will be available on my YouTube channel, and you can watch the whole thing from start to finish, so you can get to listen to every question. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. I will be ending it here. Make sure to follow me on TikTok. Make sure to like the stream before it finishes. Follow me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter if you want to stay up to date with all the latest updates. We're doing an update this Friday make sure to follow it on the Roblox Restaurant Tycoon 3 page so you don't miss it exactly when it comes out. And yeah, we will be doing updates every single Friday for the whole year. This is the first update of the year, or the second update of the year, the 9th of January. And we are aiming to do 52. One every single Friday. Have a great day. Erica in the chat, Emmy in the chat says goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and that will